Welcome back, everybody. This will be the update for June. As you can see, I've been doing still quite a bit. There's other stuff I still need to do. Right now I'm just running a little local there, and I got the main road freight sitting there in the industrial league. Pretty much what I've done is I finally built a maintenance away shed for the trucks, for this bucket truck here. These are diesels, and that one there, the bay door is a lot higher. I built a dock inside. You can see I got lots of details to do to this. And then on the other side, I've actually started scenery for my bridge. I've got to put piers in. No, the water, this ain't gonna stay this way. It's gonna be a little bit more watercolored. This was just kind of a quick fix. I got to get my piers in there and my female and male plug connectors. And then on this side also, I've done some scenery. Nothing major, but yeah, I have started it. What I'm gonna do here along the back is this is probably gonna be a backdrop. Over here, I'm gonna take a piece and I'm gonna bow it upward, and to cover the back of this bridge, this overpass, and then it's gonna dip down right below in here, and then it will go back up to meet that corner. And the reason I'm doing that is because I got to looking at this the other day and realized that I got a great screenshot from here for trains, for videos or pictures or whatever I'm doing. And I really like this curve. I'm also, I like the fact that I can look down, I can look down this bridge and get a straight view all the way down there to the end. So I'm gonna leave this opened, at least for that center piece. And but that's still you know, coming through. Going back around, this is the front two bay doors, or will be bay doors for my trucks here. These are going to be Norfolk Southern, excuse me. I've got the bay doors up here, and I've got the slides in them so they can open and close, not just for that, but also for the dock. And because they will receive tools and supplies and stuff like that. Might not be a lot, but in my world they do receive it. So I wanted a truck dock here for that. And to be honest, you know, maybe eventually I'll get over here when I start doing my industries, and I might have maybe a truck dock or something, but I really wanted to have at least one, because I don't know what's going to happen on the other side just yet. I've also decided to name this Felix Facility. This is CSX-NS, and if you're not familiar with my railroad, they're a timeshare of each other's trackage. They share the same facility, and they work this sub together. So yeah, so I've got that installed. This is just temporarily till I get some fascia up, but I've got more things coming in the mail. I got a lot more wiring and stuff coming in, signal heads and stuff like that. So the work over here is kind of halted. The track, for the most part, is consistent with power. That I pretty much have it all soldered and the feeders into the main bus. I did get my little small yard in. This here, I'm going to introduce you to this is going to be the actual industrial lead into the town eventually over here, which will be more just, I'd say town, but it's not going to be really a town. It's going to be more of the industrial. And then back over there in the corner, we'll still have the tanker facility, which the spur is still back there. I have to add that in. But the track here is laid, and for now I've got some ground throws in there. And I cut this back a little bit and tightened some of this up. There's enough room there to do what I need to do for this size layout. And mainly what this is just a drop off and pickup point. So it can be fed out by the local to the industries. What I'm gonna do, and this is what I've decided, looking down this direction, that's a grade crossing, and I'm gonna have working signals down there. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this out once I get the backdrop up, and that'll be pretty close to my next step. I got to get that up first before I can start weathering and ballasting and painting my track and putting in my scenery. I work myself from the back to the front. But yeah, I want to extend this out, and the reason I want to do that is because, again, I model modern day railroad. So I want like a some kind of road here, because the bridge actually, there will be a viaduct that will start to lift here, and it will actually go over these tracks over here. And I don't know if you looked at the plans, maybe I'll do it in another video, but there's also going to be an intersecting road here somewhere that's going to run along this here and go around and back under the bridge and along this line here that will feed into these industrial areas. So what I want down here is more like, you know, Taco Bell, maybe a Shell service station or something. Maybe a small hotel, motel or something. I mean, I've been looking at different kits, and I know there's a, in fact, I'm subscribed to his channel. It's, God, I can't even think of it. It's the laser cut kit models. They're all modern day models, and I'm gonna tell you, they're nice. Yeah, they're a little pricey, but I definitely want to model that. I want to open that road up into at least a 3 lane, turning lane in the center maybe, and 2 on the side. You know, a lane going and a lane coming, and to maybe have the road where it veers out a little bit more. And I might even put some on this side. I don't know. I don't really want to do that, but we'll see. It's just an idea, and I wanted to run that by you. But right now, basically, I've just been running trains. I've been working on some details. I've definitely been doing some track work. And like I said, for the most part, the little yard / storage, whatever I got here, is pretty much done. Besides doing up the weathering and the scenery. And I've got to drop a few more feeders. I do have some areas that are kind of, the voltage is not quite strong enough, so I need to put another feeder or 2. But for the most part, all the voltage across here is consistent. As you can see, I'm even starting to get the fascia, or the rock formations in there. This will be extended eventually. That's why this is left open. This will be more area. If you can see my hand, it'll come out to some point, and then maybe not here now. It might just come out a little bit more, but not much. This is where it'll probably wind up widening out a bit for the town, because I want this to be a modern day town, something small, but that kind of makes sense. I don't like to cram, and I know if you look at the real world like I do, sometimes your storage, your manufacturers and stuff like that, distributors, they're not in the middle of a metropolitan city unless they're delivered by trucks. But as far as trains go, it's usually on the other side of town. So I want to kind of keep that separated if possible, if you get my drift on that. I have been looking at upgrading to a different DCC system. I'm going to have to. There's nothing wrong with the Prodigy Express that I have. I do like it. It's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But I've been looking at the Prodigy Express 2 Square. and it's able, I think it's got 3 ports on it, I believe, or 4, that you can run 3 or 4 different cabs, and that's great for this size layout, and that's great for me. They even got the wireless throttle option, which is what I really want. But I figure I want to run a local and over the road freight, and I don't know yet about a passenger train. I don't know. I doubt it, but I definitely want to do a local, and I want to do the industrial switcher, and then I want to do the over the road freight. So that's 3 different trains that I could be running at one time and operating with 3 different throttles. But basically, that's all that's been going on. I've just been working and working on this stuff when I'm not working. I still have a few more things to do to my bridge. I still have to build the other ladder there on the other side. I got it. I just have to put it together. I've been running trains. I've been enjoying them. And that's really what it's about anyway. I've got a lot of lights coming in. I've got a lot of LEDs coming in. I'm going to light all this up, and I'm trying to get this facility done. I want to go ahead and try to get it out of the way in the back, because when I put that back piece up, I want to be pretty much done with what I want to do here, and it's just about there. It's not far. Lots of details mainly, and a little bit of painting, weathering on the track and all that. I got to finish my fuel tanks. I got to finish my sanding tower up here, and I need to put in a few little things over here, and my used oil tank. I still got to paint that I got back from Bachman, and I'll tell you, that thing is nice. It's die-cast metal. It's really beautiful. I mean, for what I paid for it, I mean, I think it was great steel. But yeah, I think I've covered just about everything. So we just basically watching, my trains run by here. It's the little local here, and he's been switching. He pulled out of the yard earlier, and been swapping some of these KCS cars out, and they're at Grower Shipping. And oh yeah, I did want to add my refrigeration cars. I've got 3 of those coming, hopefully in the near future. I ordered them, I think. Can't remember when I ordered them, but I think they said it'd be about 3 or 4 weeks. So maybe within the next month I'll have those. I want about 3 or 4 of those. But yeah, I mean, I did install all these metal Caddy couplers on all of my cars, so everything now has metal couplers and wheels. Actually, I'm wrong. There's one car that doesn't have metal wheels, and that's that bulkhead back here with that proto load that I built behind that CP rail car right there. That still has plastic wheels on it. That's my next task, and its brother, its twin, its sister, whatever. I've got to do it the same way, and its load is actually going to be. It's not going to be the same load. It's actually going to be opened, and it's going to be broken up because I want to be able to swap them out and act like they're the same car, being either unloaded or loaded, and then when I swap them out for the full loaded car or the empty car. So, and eventually I might get me a couple of more. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that's been going on. I'm trying to think of anything else I could throw in here. But yeah, I love my little maintenance building here. And as I'm going to add this in here, this building was actually built partially from that over there. If you watched the video prior to that, Grower Shipping was actually a Lakeville warehouse kit, and this thing has got so much in it. I mean, I'm seriously, I can make many buildings out of this thing. I wasn't going to put the dock in it, but I decided to, and I did, and I got the ramp going down the back. And yes, the roof does pop off, but I'm not going to do all that right now. I've got my lines down in there, and but yeah, I'm fixing the detail and work on these trucks. Still got to put the lights on them. And there is my baby right there, my Paragon, my fine Broadway Limited. She's been doing a great job, no issues. I'll be getting a couple more of those very, very soon. And I really want to get the ones with smoke. That's what I'm after. But smoke or with smoke, these are great engines, and I definitely recommend them. I have had no issues at all out of her. Don't really ask me what that freaking nature is. That's a long story for another time. I'm talking about 5605 there. But yeah, I mean, so for now, I guess that's going to be it. And if I have anything come up this month, I might post something up short. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. And I'm just kind of taking a little tour of the layout as it is right now. So the ones who has not seen it, maybe you can get an idea of what's going on. There where 2463 is passing, this is actually the main line that it's passing on. The one right here beside it to the left is actually the passing siding, and it runs across the back there. And where that switch stand is, it actually goes all the way around, and where the next signal tower will be, which would be right on the back side right here. So this is where it actually interconnects. This is actually the industrial feed that this big boy is sitting on here. And it will, like I said, industrial feeds not only just into the yard, but it will also eventually come back and switch these two industries over here. And then there's an industrial feed on that side where the where this maintenance away train is sitting. It will also be for the chemical plant or whatever kind of tanker plant I decide to do over there. But and it will have a track that goes that way, and it will be another one over there, and all that there will be backdrop. So yeah, that's pretty much the layout in a nutshell. That's my track plan. It's nothing fancy. For my size, it's 11 by 9 foot. It's great. It works great for me. So I guess until next month, I'll see you guys soon, and happy model railroading to you. Later.